Hi there. What I'd like to talk to you about today is something that I talk about with nearly every client. I often ask them, how is it that you prepare for meetings? And they will generally talk about very cognitive things. What do I want to get out of this meeting? What do I want the stakeholders to get out of this meeting? What do I want them to be thinking when they come out of this meeting? Sometimes it's thinking, feeling, saying, not so often, but it does happen. But there's really very little other than cognitive in a wide variety of cases. So what I really want to talk to you about is that next level of preparedness that makes all the difference. Some of you may do this already, and for that, if that's the case, I apologize. And you may know this already. But for others, it's a real eye-opener. And the thing is to understand we are not just cognitive beings. We are emotional beings. We have all of these emotions, and they're mostly in our subconscious, and we're not necessarily in control of them. We have to become aware of them in order for us to control them. We're not only emotional beings, we're physical beings. So our cognitive, our higher brain function, and our lower brain function that's very emotional all reside within this physical infrastructure we sit upon. So it also has a need for preparedness. Now, the first thing we can do is actually start scheduling some time in for some preparedness. Now, I give my clients the opportunity to book on the quarter hour so they can give themselves a quarter hour to reset after the last meeting, think about what they want to do in their coaching session, and have quarter of an hour before they're necessarily into the next hour slot. But we don't have to do hours. We can do 50 minutes. We can do 20 minutes rather than 30 minutes or 25 minutes. Give ourselves some space. That's the first thing. And I have one client who really took preparedness to heart. And whenever they are meeting with one of their SVPs, they give a full 30 minutes to get fully prepared. And I'm not just meaning about cognitively, I'm talking about emotionally and physically, because it's with those very senior characters that it's very easy to get triggered. And then your emotions come up, and if you're not aware of them beforehand, they're going to get in the way. So, first of all, try and give yourself some time for preparedness. And if you can schedule it in, great. Otherwise, what we want to be doing is having some form of reset, and we can do it relatively quickly. I'm going to start from the bottom up. First of all, there's a physical reset. Now, I'm not going to go into the full methodology here, but I've added in a Dan Pink video, which is basically going through a very quick sigh that will reset your form of sigh, that will reset your physiology. But what we don't want to be doing is breathing high in our chest. We want to be breathing from our stomach. That's the indication that we are in a relaxed state. I always ask clients if they study yoga, if they sing, if they do a martial arts, they do a sport, because normally in one of those fields, we get taught how to breathe and we forget how to do it in business. What happens is we run from meeting to meeting and our stress levels unconsciously get a bit higher, get a bit higher, get a bit higher. And then if something happens to trigger us, it's not that far before we can even get into amygdala hijack. What that means is the lower brain is basically taking over the upper brain. And we've seen that when people have lost it at work, they get angry at work when you shouldn't do. It's probably because they're tired and stressed and not looking after their physical preparedness. So breathing is one thing. And the other tip that can really, really help people is peripheral vision. So I'm looking at the camera now, but I can see what's over there because I'm in peripheral vision. I'm looking straight ahead, but I can see what's at the side. When people get stressed, they go into foveal vision, tunnel vision. When you see people going toe to toe in an argument, they're really at each other. They will not see what's off at the side. They're totally in tunnel vision. Now, technical term is foveal vision. It's between 7 and 16 degrees. So we want to be in peripheral vision. And some people find that even more powerful. than the breathing. But those two things together, breathing from the stomach and putting yourself in foveal vision, you can do in seconds. Peripheral vision, I'm suddenly really reset myself physically. I've reduced my cortisol levels. I've reduced my stress levels. So first of all, it's physical preparedness. The next thing is to ask yourself a question, to check where you are emotionally with the people you're about to interact with. And my default question here, and lots of people design their own questions that work for them, but my default is, what's my intent towards this person or persons? Am I angry at them? Do I want to get them? Am I in I'm okay, you're not okay? Have I had some bad interactions with them? Am I feeling like the victim? I mean, I'm not okay, you're okay. Where am I at emotionally with these people? Because the only time I have really authentic communication and powerful influencing is when I'm in I'm okay, you're okay. I'm okay with me and I'm okay with you. If I'm not in that state emotionally, I will not be having good interactions with those people. So I reset physically, peripheral vision, and I check my intent. Where am I emotionally with those people? And if there's something going on, I need to clear myself. I need to get really clear that I'm not getting triggered into anything. I am prepared for what may come. This person usually frustrates me. Okay, what is it that they usually frustrate me with? I'm going to have a different strategy this time, but I'm not going to let it catch me out. And then the cognitive preparedness can be free to do what it does. So preparedness is key. If we can do those resets during the day, brilliant. But if we're going from meeting to meeting, what we want to do is always reset and focus on our preparedness, particularly with those characters or situations that we know trigger us. And if you're still struggling to deal with those triggers, that's when you should be talking with a coach. I would say that, I know, but that's if you're really struggling with that, that's when you need to get some help. I hope you've enjoyed this tip. Enjoy the tan pink video, it's really good, and I hope you enjoy the other stuff I put on here. Cheers, bye.